if Müller returns as one of the final antagonists in Universe 0. Hello and welcome back to Just Some Space Guy, but you can just call me Space G. I'm here with another beautiful Eden Zero theory, but before I start, don't forget to subscribe. Every new subscriber makes us get closer and closer to Mother. So what are you waiting for? Click that button and let's find her together. I believe that the humanoid garbage called Müller will return in Universe 0 as one of the final antagonists. In the previous 3 universes, Müller served as a minor antagonist whose presence connected the backstories of multiple characters such as Clean, Jean, and Hermit. However, the same cannot be said about Universe 0. It seems like Müller doesn't exist in the current universe, or at least the connections he had to characters seems to be missing. And I believe this is exactly the reason why he will return as a major antagonist in the current arc. His sudden disappearance from the backstories of these characters is incredibly suspicious, and the reason for this might actually be the Eden's One. The Eden's One lost all of its manpower in the previous universes, meaning that if it follows the Eden 0 to Universe 0, it will have to collect some type of crew to combat the power of the Eden 0's crew. And one of the people who happened to be on the side of the Eden's One once was no one else than Müller. The Eden's One might have decided to capture Müller sooner than expected and make him into a replacement for its lost crew. And with Ziggy in this universe falling out of the picture, there's a possibility that Müller will be our secondary final antagonist of the story, replacing Ziggy. This would actually make much more sense than I like to admit, especially considering that Mashima himself said that he wants to bring Müller back once again. If Müller returns as a villain once again, there is a high possibility that his actions might actually be the reasons why will the Oi War happen. In the previous universes, the Oi War broke out because of Ziggy. Ziggy taking control over robot populations across different planets led to the all-out war in the Oi cosmos. However, now Ziggy is fully out of the picture, meaning someone else has to take his place in said actions. And the person who was also involved in said actions was Müller. The Eden's One might actually try to do the exact same thing what Ziggy did and go for the all-link. Maybe the all-link is some type of key to reach Mother. Müller will serve as its main pawn during this operation. I totally can see Müller becoming a Ziggy replacement for the Eden's One, especially considering that both Ziggy and Müller were ruthless, highly manipulative, intelligent, and charismatic. A person like him can easily push the Eden's One forward, getting closer to its goals. And yes, I do know that Müller is hard to imagine as one of the final antagonists of the story, however it doesn't seem off. The villains in Eden 0 so far were always terrible human beings, making one of the final antagonists the biggest human garbage would go really well with the theme of Eden 0. If Müller returns as predicted, there is a large possibility that Hermit might actually die. I don't like this outcome, however, how nice everything was so far in Universe 0, I just have the feeling that we might see someone dying from the main crew. In the previous universes, we lost Witch and Valkyr. We might actually lose Sister and Hermit this time because of Müller, completing the foreshadowing from the Foresta arc, where Müller served also as the main antagonist of the arc, obviously. I definitely can see Müller returning as an antagonist once again, especially with all the build-up we saw in recent chapter. I'm not fully sure if he will be our final antagonist, second to the Eden's One, but whatever role he will take, his actions will most definitely lead to some terrible outcomes. With him returning, we either going to say goodbye to one of our crew members, or we might going to see someone getting tortured even more. But what do you think? Will Müller return? Will Mashima make us hate him even more than we already do? Please let me know in the comment section below. Best comment will get a special thanks on the community tab. This was Just Some Space Guy, and see you guys in space. Bye!